I've always been ready. Anyway, this is my friend Michelle. We've known each other for about four years.
Yeah.
When I
No, it's a bit longer than that. I've had the cancer 5 years.
5 years. When I first met Michelle as well, we didn't know about the cancer and stuff, but diagnosis come and they started treating you in a standard way, isn't it?
Yeah. When I first got the breast cancer, I mean, they just took part of the breast off, and I had the radiation and all the tablets and everything that went with that. I got the all clear of that on the Tuesday. On the Thursday, they found a lump under my armpit. So that they didn't know nodes out, the nodes they called, or something like that, out from underneath my arms.
Get your nose out.
Yeah. So I had to have another lot of radiation after that, plus more tablets, cancer tablets.
What do you think was worse, the treatment or the illness? I know it sounds
Treatment.
terrible. It's pretty.
Yeah, the
pretty
treatment
scary.
is harsh and it's very wearing. It feels like there's no end to it, even though there is eventually. You know what I mean? But I've been one of the unlucky ones as soon as I've finished one treatment and I've gone for a scan. They found it somewhere else.
Oh, it's got to be there. They've got to keep treating you.
Yeah, they found it then in the lung.
There was a point when you just done a set of chemo, and I think you had to have about 4 weeks because you were going to be either too ill or too weak to have a rest.
Yeah.
Now, at that point there, I know I've seen other people on the chemo and how knackered it can make you. How did you actually feel?
You don't feel anything, you feel numb. It's never ending. The day turns into night. There is no Pacific time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just sort of
trying
like
to
waiting.
explain that.
Do you feel strong, weak, sick?
Oh, weak. So weak, you do.
So that's why everything, you can't actually possibly...
You can't do anything, you're just sitting there waiting for the next treatment, basically.
Right. Now, I know this is personal, because some people don't approve of things which are should we call it, clinically approved.
Yeah.
But as I understand it, did you come across something between those areas?
Yes, I did.
Right.
I come across this oil thing. It's a bit thicker than oil.
Like what, like Marmite?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good thing, even though I can't stand it. Why did you do that?
Well, because it's thickness, isn't it?
Okay.
Thicker than oil.
And I only took a little bit of it on the end of my finger, on my tongue. Oh, and it was great because it relaxed you so far down it took. It seemed to numb the nerve ends. I know that sounds silly.
But not in the same way as you're feeling numb because you were tired?
Yeah, just numb the pain. But not when you didn't know it was there, but you cared it was there. It was just, it helped you grab some sleep.
Yeah.
And relax.
Rest.
Yeah, really
Recharge.
relax and it give you that respite to catch up on yourself where you weren't on edge all the time, because that's all you
I
are.
think when you were saying about just the time keeps going and going, it's strange. Hello. Come and sit down.
I can't stop. No, I can't. It's lunchtime, isn't it? I've got to go now. Hello.
Alright, I'm just doing this thing and then I'll come. 2 minutes.
Yeah. 2 minutes, honest. Right, well, I know you've taken whatever the vegetable, I think it's a vegetable extract on there, and they say not many people want to talk about it.
Oh, I can't say enough about it, though.
Well, you've got to
It saved my life a couple of times.
Well, you're still here. So
Exactly.
Can you get this stuff? I mean, is it can you go to a doctor?
No.
This is if you're really, really ill. It seems to be of a benefit.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, and I can't go to the doctors or anything. It seems to take away the cancer. I'm not going to take away the cancer. But it helps you face it.
Right. In which case then, what I'm actually meant to be talking about on here is, Michelle is still here.
Yeah, I was told
Still here, but
3 years ago I wouldn't be.
but it's also decided that she's not well enough, but she's not ill enough to get any help with any type of mobility, because she's meant to be clearing off. So
Yeah, I'm
basically,
supposed to be dead.
yeah. So in which case she's fallen in a bit of a loophole, and for her to get around and down to here, she can't just go and ask for some money for a mobility scooter or anything like that. She's got to fund it herself.
Yeah.
So what I'm actually going to be asking, and I'll give you more information about that Marmite and everything else, and how it's helped, and why Michelle managed to keep herself alive a bit longer, and another vid. But I'm actually asking if anybody's out there who wishes to help. She can't get the money from any other source on here, saying she's not going to be here, so we don't want to move him around. And I believe want to raise, they are a lot more than this, these scoots and things, but we need to raise about £500. That's it. And I'm afraid it's not to be just frivelled away on anything else. It's going to be spent on a little piece of equipment. I don't think you get parking fines on either, so you should be alright.
I could, knowing me, look, I could.
Yeah, well, you probably can. But while she's still here, I'd like to see Michelle down here. She's telling me the stories, more things about health and everything else. So anybody out there, any friends at all, I'm not quite sure how we do this, even if you just leave a little comment. But there's a cafe next door where Michelle used to work, so that's number 15 Station Street, and there's a small little collection pot. As soon as we get enough, which I think isn't going to be too long, I'm going to take her racing. I can race it up and down the street here. But at the moment, she shouldn't really be out here. She should just be stuck indoors waiting for. Is he here yet?
No.
Oh no, don't worry about it. It's all pigeon in there. So that's what I asked about. But we will talk more about what actually seemed to reverse the radiation treatment.
Yeah, it
because this Marmite contains a substance called THCV, which is very well known to counteract and reverse damage from radiation. So I hope it didn't muck up any chemos when you're taken out.
No,
I would
I'll
like
tell
that
you,
available
when
for me
I
if
couldn't get hold of it, hold on, let me talk.
My show.
When I couldn't get hold of it, put it this way, after they did this, which is a 9.5-hour operation, it's the only one that's been done, I couldn't get hold of the
Marmites.
Marmites. When I was going through the radiation after this, it's damaged all my shoulder. So, and I didn't have the Marmite to help
Balance you out.
balance me out. And so my shoulders dropped. I'm not saying it's because I didn't have the Marmite, but it didn't help not having it.
Well, I'll finish off then on something, because it's just been announced, and remember, you're not allowed to say things about cures, it's illegal, but national press, only this, well, it's last month actually, announced that they'd found a particular chemical that could cure cancer. It's in the same Marmite stuff. Within 5 years, if you can hang on, Michelle, 5 years you'll be able to pay for it in a pill form, and your cancer will
I
be
can't
cured.
take pills. I'll have to have it.
Well, the main
Injection.
point is, while we're waiting that long, I don't know how many people make it to that point when then a pharmaceutical company can own this and we can buy it from them. But this Marmite, and it is Marmite because you either love it or you hate it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, if you hate it, that's your problem. But for someone who's suffering with pain, illness, anything
Oh,
else on
please
there,
take it.
there's a testimony that it makes you feel a little bit better. So whoever thinks that you can't look after yourself, well, if you wanted to make your own vegetable Marmite, it's very easy to do. Just getting the right vegetables. Have a good
Thank you
one.
so much for listening to
Love
me.
you all. That's the phone. Better go and see who wants me.